Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Monday. Welcome back to Up and Adam channel. Wait, two. And let's get into a lot of the drama, especially the Porsha and Simon. We haven't talked about them for quite some time, but seems like Porsha had a big win. Now, for that on Up and Adam channel 2, thank you guys. I've seen a lot of the love for the Salty podcast video episodes. I appreciate you guys. I hope you're enjoying them. And now that Salt Lake City is coming out, Monica and I will be covering that as well. So keep an eye out for that. And for those of you guys who were hoping for hot, messy topics this morning, I'm so sorry. There was not a lot of Bravo drama that came out over the weekend. So it's hard to go back and forth from Friday to Monday, especially with like an Emmys weekend. All of the focus was on the Emmys. So, sometimes we got to pivot. Guys, smash the like button, show some love. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed, and let's jump right in. We do it. Imagine being in Porsha Williams' shoes where she's just like living her best life. She's back on the housewives. She's making millions of dollars doing everything that she does. And she's a newly single woman. Yeah, Simon's not going to be happy. And a lot of this came from what Porsha was saying. She kind of felt like she thought she knew the man she married. Then everything starts coming out with immigration. And, there were a lot of accusations about him and his businesses and things like leaving and coming back into the country. There was just so many headlines. And I think Porsha was like, oh no, I don't want to be attached to this. So it was pretty much when the going got tough, Porsha got going, you know? And then somewhere Simon's probably like, damn. And I left Fallon. And this woman left me. Well, now he's going to fight. And he's been very vocal about this fight. So here we go. Thank you to Reality Blurb. Love it. Fans of the Real Housewives of Atlanta are well aware that Porsha Williams and Simon Guobadia have been embroiled in an ugly divorce for several months. This has involved social media shade, court motions, and her not being able to film the show in the marital home. Now she has secured a victory in their contentious prenup battle following their short-lived marriage. So fans will recall that Simon seemingly played every legal trick in the book to have his prenuptial agreement with Porsha thrown out. And this was partly because he believed her income from Real Housewives of Atlanta was substantial enough that she shouldn't need what was due to her based on their agreement. Porsha and Simon tied the knot in 2022 with multiple ceremonies. Sadly, she announced in February that she had filed for divorce. According to Us Weekly, a Fulton County court decided that their previous prenuptial agreement was empirically fair after he brought the issue to the court and wanted it to be thrown out. This comes after Simon subpoenaed Porsha and the production company behind the Real Housewives of Atlanta for her financial documents dating back 3 years. But in response, Portia's legal team said that since the prenuptial agreement has not been deemed unenforceable, the Fulton County Court should not allow any discovery, and the court should limit discovery to issues that are immediately relevant to determining if Porsha and Simon's previous agreement was enforceable. After the argument, the court sided with Porsha and her legal team. Simon's issue with the prenup is that he believed when they got married that Porsha wanted to be a stay-at-home mother. However, to him, her returning to Atlanta Housewives and pursuing other ventures constitutes a non-disclosure of material fact and misrepresentation. It's for this reason he felt that the court should not enforce the prenup. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me get some up in it. Hold on. So he's saying he was under the impression that she was going to be the stay-at-home mom. Okay. And for a while, maybe she was. And she took time off of the show. Yeah. But also, now the woman wants to go out there. She wants to sell her pillowcases. She wants to sell her hairline. She wants to, go on to the TV show, the reality show. She's easily going to pull in over $1 million with housewives, social media promotions, brands, easily. I don't know about you guys, but if I have a spouse and my spouse wants to be a stay-at-home parent and I can afford it, I'd be like, okay, our kid needs that. But then also if my spouse is like, I also have the opportunity to make $1 million plus, filming a little bit with like my good friends, Do You Care? I'd be like, go make the money. Just promise me we're going on a trip to Bora Bora after. Go make the money. Like, I wouldn't be trying to hold you back. And I also wouldn't be trying to, like, I understand the whole prenup thing, but if you're saying it's unenforceable because she's making money, this almost sounds like alimony. So, like, she couldn't take alimony from you because she's not being a kept woman because she's out there, she's a businesswoman. But then if you're saying that the prenup shouldn't apply to her because she's working, well, you're also working. So that's where I don't understand. I don't understand the language of it, if you guys know what I mean. But hold on. We're not done. Additionally, the court said that the prenup made no mention of Porsha's future career goals. It also said that Simon was well aware of Porsha's career path when they met. It's also important to note that Porsha and Simon negotiated the agreement for about a year before they tied the knot. According to court documents, there is no evidence of fraud, duress, mistake, misrepresentation, or non-disclosure of material facts. Simon has now responded to the court victory. This is where shit just gets a little shady. Thank you to the Neighborhood Talk on Instagram. Let's bring this one up. So it says Porsha Williams granted huge victory in ongoing divorce case against Simon. I am Simon Guobadia said, when is People magazine going to realize that they are being used as a propaganda machine to propagate lies? Here is an excerpt to the Fulton County judge's order. This matter is headed to the appellate court level, and a major publication like People magazine is being used to propagate lies. A win is, it's a stretch. And then SMDH, which is, you guys can put that one together. The Neighborhood Talk said, not a win, a stretch. Simon, go ahead. Somebody said, she is the granddaughter of Jose Williams. Simon, please. And Simon said, Jose Williams is doing flips in his grave. His legacy did not sign up for his granddaughter's behavior in the last 12 years. Ask first husband how he feels. God. And it continues. Wife also, it shows right here, wife requested an award of attorney's fees and expenses of litigating pursuant. The court hereby denies the wife's request for attorney's fees, so that's not happening. A judge also denied Guobadia's emergency motions regarding discovery and awarded Williams attorney's fees and expenses of litigation to be paid by Guobadia. So I think that what they're trying to do is compare and say that these things are being said as if they're true in these major publications, but in fact, the court documents say otherwise. I don't know. It's messy. Porsha, you got yourself into this mess. I think you'll have no problem getting yourself out of it. But in the meantime, I got to sit here and watch it. We're going to talk about it. And yeah, we're all like eyes open, peeled, and we're like, what's going to happen? But I am so excited to see Porsha Williams on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So listen, you get a little good, you get a little bad. I don't know which way to go with it. But guys, pop off in the comments section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. I'm going to see if we can't come in with the hot, messy topics tomorrow. I'll keep you guys posted in the community tab, like I said earlier. Again, I apologize for not having it today. And then also don't forget that the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, it premieres this week. It's going to be a fucking good one. It's going to be a good one. I'm covering it on YouTube with Ashley from Taste of Reality. I'm covering it on the podcast, Salty Podcast with Monica Garcia. See you soon. Love you guys.